Hey you guys, today we are talking all about the pros and cons of working from home. If you've been wondering the real scoop and want to know what really goes on behind the scenes, you're at the right place. So let's jump right into it. I am latersablakely. For those of you that don't know me, this is Living Your Best Life channel, where I highly believe that I want you to be the best in every area of your life, be your highest self. So today's we're talking all about the pros and cons of working from home. Y'all know that it ain't all that glitz and glamorous that people be telling you. So today I hope to shed some light on you for those of you that have been wanting to work from home or wanting to see what actually happens behind the scenes. So today I'm going to be talking all about that. If you have not already subscribed, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. And I'm trying to get this video to 500 likes. If you guys, well, take that back. Let's go even simpler. If you guys can give me 100 likes on this video, I will continue this series of working from home and sharing with you the real deals of what it's like to be a mompreneur working from home. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share this over all your social media platforms. Make sure that you tune in every week because I drop new videos, new content, you guys. So, and let me know some questions or things that you would like for me to answer in the next work from home series video. So be sure you share. Sharing is caring, you guys. So listen, let's jump right into this. So we're going to talk about the pros first, and then we're going to talk about the cons, because I always like to share the good news first, and then I share the bad news. But the first pro is you can pretty much set your own schedule. Now, here's the thing. If you're that type of woman that you get very distracted or you can't stay in solitude, then you can set your own schedule all you want. You're probably not going to upheld to it because you have to be around people. You have to be in a structure where, like 9 to 5. And there's nothing wrong with 9 to 5 because I have a 9 to 5 or whatever type of thing like that. But what I want you to understand is the pro to working from home is you can set your own schedule of when you want to actually work. Now, mind you, being a work at home mom or a mompreneur or whatever you want to call it, if you don't work, you don't eat. So, like in the Bible, it says if you're lazy and you don't work, then you won't eat. So that goes right in hand with being a work from home mom. You have to have a schedule. And if y'all know me by now, y'all know I function on my schedule, my things that I need to get done on a daily basis. I have to have something to look forward to keep me going. And then the second pro is you have more time to spend with your family. For instance, if your mom's like I am, if you need to go out to the school and check on the kiddos, if you want to go on a field trip with them, or if you want to do something fun with your hubby, you can do more of that because you have the flexibility. That's the thing about working from home and working within your own parameter is you have that flexibility to where today it's raining. Like today it's raining out and it just started because I didn't know it was raining earlier. But I can stay home and do some things around the house that I normally wouldn't be able to do, if I was at a 9 to 5 every day, all day. So what I'm saying to you is when you work from home, you have more flexibility, whereas to say you had to go to a corporate job 9 to 5. And here's the thing, this is not bashing corporate America because corporate America is an amazing thing. 9 to 5 is an amazing thing because it's helping me live out my dreams. So I don't have a problem with that. But I'm saying when you are full-time working from home, you have more flexibility than the moms that have to report to their investors. So that's what I'm saying about that. And then the third pro is you tend to eat healthier. I don't know about y'all, but when I'm out and about, I tend to be more tempted to eat more out than I would when I'm at home. I have my smoothies. I have my bowls of fruits because I fix it myself, when I'm cooking or what have you. And here's the thing. It's not saying that you a bad mom or a bad person because you eat out, because we all love to eat out. Let's just be real here. I love to eat out. One of my favorite restaurants is Applebee's. If you gave it to me every day, I probably would eat it. But it's not good for me. But what I'm saying is when you're at home, you're more prone to get healthy, pick healthier choices, if that makes sense. And then the next thing, pros of working from home, is it seems like you have more creativity to do things outside of the norm. Like when you're a mompreneur, you think outside the box. I don't know about you, but I can think clearly when my house is clean, when my space is clean, when my kitchen is clean, ain't no dirty dishes. It gets my creativity flowing. Whereas to say if I was out and about and it's just something about my space, I have to have my space cleared out. I have to have my space uncluttered because I can't think straight. You know, I don't know if that, comment below if that happens to you. When your place is not clean, when your house is not clean, you don't have no kind of creativity flowing nowhere. So those are my little tidbits of what I feel is the pros of working from home. Now we're going to switch gears and talk about the cons, because it's always two sides to everything. So I want to give you both. So if you're trying to start working from home or you looking for ways to work from home, make sure you go back and check out my work from home series. I have a playlist so you can go look at all the videos. If you're interested in learning how to work from home, I share with you my tidbits. I share with you companies that I've worked from. All of those things I share with you in that series. So make sure you hit that playlist, work from home. And if you're looking to start that business, make sure you check out the playlist, business and entrepreneurship. So moving right along to the cons. Working from home can be very lonely because if you're like me and your kiddos are at school all day and you're home all day, for some of you, that may be a bad thing because you don't like being just alone, like it's just you. Working from home can get very lonely at times because it's just you. But what I found, and even when I first started, you know, like I said, I keep telling you guys, my babies were in diapers and pull-ups when I first started this entrepreneur journey. And at that time, my then husband, he worked a lot, he traveled a lot. So I was pretty much home with the kids all day, just me and the kids. But when they're smaller, it's a little bit more, you got to be more disciplined. Whereas to now, my kids are tweens, they're teenagers now. So when they're at school, I get a lot of things done. And sometimes they even get cheated out of doing their chores because when I'm in my cleaning mode, I have my music going. Before you know it, I've been went in their room and start cleaning. You know, that's just, they love it because I forget. You know, they love when mommy forget and start cleaning. But if I'm not disciplined, you look up and it'll be 3 o'clock before you know it. And if you're spending time, if you're that mom that loves to surf on social media, you'll look up and 3 o'clock will be here and you don't have anything done. I like to say in the mornings are my most productive time of the day because I'm more energetic. I start my day at 4:30 every morning. I'm just an early bird. But I start my day doing the things that are most productive. What are those things you need to do that's going to bring in you income? I do those first before I get caught up in doing all this other stuff. Like now, I'm recording videos because that is a part of my business. So, and then I love doing it. But I can't just sit on social media and surf all day and see who doing what. I don't have time for that. And that's what this channel is all about, living your best life. And when you're living your best life, you don't have time to worry about what somebody else is doing. So if you're not very disciplined, working from home is going to be a real struggle for you because you're isolated. You're a loner because most of the time when you're working from home, it's just you. Or if you have little babies, they're home with you and you got to stop in between and take care of them, which that's always number one in my book. Family comes first and then entrepreneurship. But that's the first con. The second con of working from home is the frustrations of not making money right away. When you first starting out and you're starting your business, you're trying to learn the game. You're trying to learn what it is that you're actually good at, what it is that your potential clients actually love about you and the services that you offer. The income may not come in right away. That's why I always tell people, use your 9 to 5 to invest in your dreams. Because pretty much, essence, if you look at it, the company that you're working for, that was somebody's dream. So you're actually helping build their dream by working from them from 8 to 5 or 8 to 3, whatever your schedule is. So take that 9 to 5 and use it as your investor and be like, you know what, at least, I don't have to worry about my bills not being paid. You see what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of pressure on you if you are a single mom and you're trying to make ends meet, you're trying to make money to pay your bills, and then you're trying to take this leap of faith to start your business. Sometimes it's not wise to take that big of a leap. Sometimes you have to crawl before you walk. Sometimes you have to stay at that 9 to 5 because it's putting food on the table. That it's paying your mortgage or your rent. That it's going to allow you to put clothes on your kids and your back. So sometimes you can't just go out and quit your 9 to 5. Sometimes you have to stay there until it's wise enough until it's a season for you to do such a big risk. Because I'm a risk taker. And my mom and dad know I do stuff it ain't by the books. I do my own thing. I don't like for people to put me inside of a box. I'll take a risk any day. I'll try anything once. As long as it's, as long as it's not harmful. But what I'm saying to you is, if you know that 9 to 5 is putting a roof over your head, why would you put your family through all that frustrations, worrying about whether or not they're going to have a place to stay because you want to follow your dreams? Not saying it's nothing wrong with you following your dreams, but at first you need to secure the bag. If that means staying at that 9 to 5 another year or two until you save up enough money. And I always tell people, save up at least 6 months worth of bills, meaning your rent, your light, electric, water, whatever the case may be. I need you to understand it's a method to the madness. I remember when I first started my entrepreneurial journey, I was so freaking frustrated. Because I was looking at all these people that I admire, looking at all these gurus, and they was telling you, if you want it bad enough, you got to do this. And, at that time, it was like we were on a one-income household. I couldn't just go in the bank account and grab $1,000 to invest in coaching. I couldn't do that. But what I learned over the years is you invest where you are. If you can't afford but a $97 session or a $97 course, if that's going to help you get further along in your entrepreneur journey, be proud of doing that. Don't allow somebody else to make you feel bad and have you making decisions that's going to cause strife in your home. Because what you don't want to do is have strife in your marriage. Finances is the number one reason for divorce, you guys. One of the reasons. You don't want unnecessary strain on your marriage because you're listening to other people that's not even in your household. I'm telling you what God loves. Y'all know I speak the truth. Because I remember going to a conference one year and I really wanted to be at this conference really bad. I was saving my little money because at that time I was doing diaper cakes, and every time I get a sale, I was saving it because I knew I wanted to go to this conference. Because I was a firm believer, I didn't like taking money out of the household to do things that I wanted to do in my business. Because I wanted to make sure I wasn't taking from our home to do all this extra stuff. So what I did was, when I got to the conference, I was listening to all these gurus and, people that I admire, and it was just amazing. I love learning stuff. But long story short, I had one lady that was in my group, and she was saying, she was just going on and on, complaining about her hubby don't support her, and she's tired of it, and she just gonna take I think it was like $15,000 to get in a platinum program or some kind of program they were offering. And I'm looking at her like, boo, do you hear what you're saying? Do you really, is it worth you taking this money out of your joint account with your husband? Is it worth you going home to strife? Is your peace in your marriage worth $15,000? And she was like, well, I really want to do this, and it's some of my money too. And I was like, wait a minute. You might want to go home and talk that over with your husband. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, she went on and did it. I don't know if they still together this day. I don't know. I don't keep up with her, but I knew that I couldn't take no $15,000 out of our bank account. To be honest with you, we didn't have $15,000 anyway. But just the principle of the thing was, you gonna go behind your husband back. And I'm not saying that you can't do things on your own, but when you're in a marriage, it's two of you guys. And y'all need to sit down and talk about this thing before you rush out there and make a decision that you may regret later on. See, when you're in these conferences and stuff, you all hyped up and you all motivated and you ready to do the work. But here's the thing, when it's not just you, you can't think like a single person. You can't do that. Not saying, her husband may have told her yes, but she didn't go home and check with her spouse. And I know a lot of you guys are going to throw the things at the camera and be like, look, this is my money. I can do it. Look, you do whatever works for your household, but I'm speaking in terms of keeping peace within your home. That's something you don't want to do. So anyway, I know I got on a long little spiel, but I want to help somebody out there that's thinking about taking money out of the bank account and you haven't sit down and really discussed it as a couple, discussed it as a family. Is this taking this money out is going to put us in a bind? Is it going to cause more pain and suffering if I take this much money out of our savings? So just something for you to think about. And then the next and final con that I said is, when you're working from home, you don't have just your entrepreneur business work. You have everything staring at you. So if you're looking at dishes, laundry, all of that is going to be there while you working from home. And it's easy to get distracted because if you like me, you love a clean home and you hate to see dishes in the sink and you hate to see the trash full of. If you're like me, your best bet is to get up an hour before and clean up, get everything clean. Because if you're trying to work on your business and then you're looking over at dishes in the sink or you're looking over at an unmade bed, that's going to distract you. I know it distracts me. And when I was starting out, what I would do is spend most of my time cleaning, doing dishes, running up behind toddlers. If they spill something, I'm trying to clean it up. And if I'm looking in the bathroom, I'm trying to clean the bathroom. Before you know it, it was 2:00. And by the time, then my ex got home, it was like, what have you done all day? And I'm like, I've been cleaning. I'm running up behind toddlers. I'm trying to keep the house clean. And before you know it, you've been so consumed with cleaning the house, you ain't did nothing productive in your business. You ain't made no phone calls. You ain't even did anything income producing wise. And that's why I always tell people, when you're starting a business or even if you've been in business for a while, do your most income producing activities. Meaning if you need to follow up with a client, if you need to promote a new product or service, if you need to do a couple of videos to promote a product or service, you need to do that first thing in the morning. Because by the time you get through cleaning up and all that, yes, your house is clean, but guess who ain't made no money all day? You. So those are my little tidbits, you guys. I could go on and on about some of the mistakes I made, and I don't call them mistakes, but some of the life lessons I've learned while being a mompreneur, the things that I wish I had known. Maybe I'll do a video on the things I wish that I had known before starting my business. If you guys get this video up to 100 likes, I will do the video on the things that I wish I had known before I started my business. So leave me a comment below. Let me know if you want me to do this video and get this video up to 100 likes, and I will do what I wish I had known before starting my business. So I hope that you guys having a great day. Remember to like and comment, subscribe, share this, you guys. Remember, you can always head over to my blog and read more blog posts about mompreneur, helping you to be your best self. Everything is over at latersablakely.com. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. I love you guys. Mwah.